This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Time to speed run through this thing. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode, Dark Cloud 2. In the last episode, we entered the Zelmite Mines and started the bonus chapter, and we got Monica and we're ready to go. Crossroads of Destiny. The Garnet is the Spheda prize out of all that. Decent ABS and Gilda. We got the Stone Guard right there. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to... Basically, I'm just doing post-commentary for all this other stuff to try and, go through it a little bit more smoother. Stone Guard is... weak to flame and smash at 200-250%. Don't use swords and guns on it. Then the Fire Ghost. Yeah, I'm having to look this up at the same time, so I'm really trying to speed up and go through these levels as fast as I can. Mainly the Fire Ghost is weak to chill at 350%. Basically use magic on because everything else is... or magic or ride pod because everything else doesn't work as well on it. Yeah, at this point in the game, I'm kind of just generally going over strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, but and not going over super details, though, because I just want to get through this, because really it's not that interesting of an area. I mean, it's just like every other area, just stronger bosses and everything like that. Anyway, the Snow Ghost is basically the opposite of the Fire Ghost. Use flame on it instead. And then the Danger Bombs are, reskins of the bombs. Now we got Scary Face level there. Scary Face... the Amethyst is the prize for that one. See, Danger. Yeah, I'm just trying to... Basically, I'm just doing this all at the same time. So I have my general list down, so I have to look it up while you're fighting everything. Oh, there's a Q-Bull there. Basically just a reskin of the bull enemy. Anyway, the Danger Bombs, they're wind-ups. They're weak to flames at 200% and lightning. Don't use guns on them. Everything else is fine. We got the... Let's see, the Q-Bulls, or Kabools. Oh, Kabools. Yeah, that makes sense. See if I can pull them up. So some of these monsters aren't popping up in my thing properly. So oops. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, I'm just letting the game kind of run itself while I read up all this stuff here. So the Kabul use swords on it, 120%. It's not super weak to anything. Flame, chill, lightning, and cyclone do 120%. Exorcism. Or Beast does a bunch of damage at 200%. And then, let's see, the Face of Yaxa that we had earlier. Oh yeah, there's a King Mimic there. Yeah, sorry if you can hear my keyboards dinging off in the background. It's me just looking up everything while it's speed running in the background there. Now we got the new enemy, Powerful Wild Boar. Let's see, the Spheda prize was Aquamarine for that level, if you want to do that. The Face of Yaxa, they don't use swords or grenades on them. They only do 50 to 10%. They're weak to flame at 200 to lightning, 150%, cyclone at 150%. There's a Ramsey, which is another new enemy there. Let me go over the Stormflower, which was from the previous area. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, it's one word. There's a ghoul there, another new enemy. Stormflower, they're plant-like creatures. Swords are effective 120%, flame 200%, lightning 200%, everything else 100%. King Mimics of the Zelmite Mine variety. Let's see, this one's going to take a hot minute to go through because there's so many King Mimics in the game. Click through all the variations. Oh, there's a new enemy, the Spider Lady. Okay, King Mimics. I think there's actually... No, I'm looking at the wrong one. King Mimics, they got 7,000 HP. Jesus. Basically don't use guns or grenades on them, and they're not weak to smash this time. They're at 100% on all that, so... What can I tell you? Let's see. Let me look up Ramsey on here. Yeah, we're almost at the new area already. Man, this goes by fast. But I go to Palm Breaks in between that cut there. Murderous Tank. Potato Pie is the Spheda prize, which I actually already did that. By the time I was recording, I already did that off screen and got that item. So, and I'm also skipping levels that have no new creatures, so that's why I'm speeding up everything here, so you can see generally what I'm doing and what the creatures look like. But Ramses or beasts, swords, guns, beams, grenades, and magic aren't good against them. Use wrench or ride pod. They're weak to lightning at 200% and beast at 200%. Let's see. Ghouls. Okay, let's look up ghouls while we're doing that. Oh yeah, there's another new enemy, the Uma Ghoul or whatever you want want to call it. Let's see, ghouls, they're undead. Don't use gun on them. Beam are especially effective against them at 150%. Flame 200%, lightning at 150%. There's rock face on the screen right now. Beast also works on, not Beast, sorry. Exorcism works well on ghouls, obviously. Let's see, spider ladies. I'm gonna look that up while this is going down. Oh, we're at the boss area here, dead end 1. So you can skip this, by the way. If you don't want to do this to beat this area, you can completely leave it. I'm leaving this on regular mode while I play it so I can read out the rest of the stuff and let you watch me fight this, which takes forever. And we got burst 1 and burst 2. Burst 1 and burst 2. Anyway, the spider ladies were darklings. They have like 950 HP. Don't use wrench on them. It does 70% damage. Use anything else and use chill and beast. Chill does 200% damage. Beast does 150% damage on it. Let's see. Yeah, these guys take forever to fight, so I won't be surprised if it'll take me a while to, or I'll be done with the enemy lookup by then. So by the time we get to them, let's see. Angry cannons when we run across them. They were wind-ups. They're strong against sword gun and beam at 50%. Magic effectiveness use chill. Lightning, chill at 200%, lightning at 150%, smash at 250%, so really effective to that. Let's see, rock faces, show that up. Rock face. Maybe it's a space in between. There, I hate how some have spaces in between my notes and everything like that. Rock faces are magical creatures, 6,000 HP. Yeah, everything in this place has a ton of HP, by the way. Don't use sword guns and beams. Sword and gun do 20%, beam 50%. Magic-wise, they're effective to flame, chill, lightning, cyclone at 120%, and smash at 200%, which makes a lot of sense. All right, the Umaguma, or whatever its name was, man, the thing with the based on the mask. I don't know if this is really the most effective way to do the item lookup, but like speeding up levels and everything like that. But I wanted to just get by this a lot quicker because, you know, frankly, like there's really not, other than just being more dangerous creatures, it's basically the same as we've fought before. But anyway, Umagumas were Darklings, 3,900 HP. I finally killed one of them, and I decided to go melee for the last one on these guys. These are just reskin vanguards. But anyway, the Umagumas don't use magic at 50% less. Everything else 100%. Magic-wise, use chill at 200% or cyclone at 150% on them. And I think I ran the random. I think I already explained random mimics in this place, but I think I did anyway. So let's see. Yeah, the Zelmite Mine mimics magical creatures, 7,900 HP. Don't use gun on them at 50%. Use smash at 250%. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, and then I can look up first one and what goes up before we're done. Yeah, this fight took forever because really, at this point, I hadn't really been showing off, or I hadn't really been what's the word? I haven't really been beefing on my stuff. I am doing that in between recordings though, so that I can do decent damage with my melee, because melee does do decent damage now at this point. But anyway, nail bursts. They have a total together of 18,000 HP. They're wind-ups. They have 180 attack, 110 defense, 400 ABS, 110 Gilda. They can drop repair powders, flame crystals, hunks of copper. When you beat them, you get free chests, which in this case is the healing coin. And then if we go inside this one, we get a sunstone, which raises a lot of stats a decent amount. Not everything, but most of them. The nail bursters, basically they're strong against everything except grenades and ride pod. So that's why I was using the ride pod for a lot of it. Yeah, I accidentally took a picture there. And they were related to flame and lightning at 100% and smash at 200%. So anyway, I go back to Palm Brinks to clean up, and then we head right on to the next area. And I already off-screen did the sun route to get there, so I'm just showing you the path I'm going to take this time, and another path I'll take next episode on that one. But anyway, this one we do which one? The Sveta prize for this one is the Pearl, and Fairy is the enemy that drops the item, so I think Fairy is actually the first thing I run across. That's why I leave it running. Let's see. Oh, they're spelled differently here. F-E-A-R-I-E. Oops. There we go. Yeah, trying to type these. I'm not a very good typer, if you probably could hear in the background. Anyway, I tried to pause it before I can get a good look at the fairy. Its spear got 4,600 HP, drops heartthrob cherries. Don't use wrench at 30%, beam is 80%, magic is effective at 130%. Use flame or chill at 200%, or exorcism works, weirdly enough. We got another new monster there, the Iron Spear. Let's see, Iron Spear. There's going to be a lot of commonalities after a while, so we're going to, like I said, there's going to be a couple levels I just straight up skip because there's nothing new in those levels. Iron Spears are wind up, they have 10,000 HP. Don't use swords at 50. Sword, gun, and beam do 50%. Lightning does 250%. Smash 200%. If I don't mention it, they're the same. The next level, the old woman saw it. The Sveta prize for this is Fruit of Eden, which I do that off screen. I skipped that one because there's no new enemies. There's only spider ladies and Umagumas there. The next level, a giant snake. The Sveta prize for that one is the Peridot, which is a gem. This one has... The only new enemy in this place is the Sand Dragon. So, which I'll look that up while I'm getting to it. Sand Dragons, they're a reptile family. They have 6,500 HP, 142 attack, 95 defense, 300 ABS, 120 Gilda. Drop sea, dragon crystals, life elements. Don't use wrench, sword, gun, beam, grenade, magic. So Ride Pod's the only thing that works on 150%, which I find out while I'm doing it because I'm not reading the enemy stats while I'm recording this. At the time, I'm just doing it while preparing to do post commentary on it. It is weak to scale at 200%, which makes sense. Yeah, here's the Sand Dragon right now. Yeah, sorry I haven't been saying all the ABS and Gilda because really any of these levels will be fine for grinding. Although, preferably, if you could, unfortunately, Chapter 8, you really can't go back to the palace, so you can't use that, so you're going to have to use this, or an area before the Moonflower Palace from the previous area. So you have to make your decision where to grind, because unfortunately the enemies are so strong here. That's why I did a lot of grinding in the Moonflower Palace, because it was easier to kill all those guys. At this point, there's so much HP on these guys. But anyway, you got a new area, the Undaunted Soldiers. The Sveta prize for this one is a Sapphire. I leave this level in, because it's all card enemies, but they're all, and they're all unique. So there are club enemies, or they're all card enemies unique to this level specifically. So that one's the Joker one specifically. That's a card, 4,900 HP, 137 attack, 92 defense, 240 ABS, 99 Gilda. They can drop stones and gun repair powders. Gun, beam, grenade, and magic are only 50%. Everything else is fine. They are weak to exorcism at 300%. I think most of them are about the same. Let me see. I'll just go down the line. We run across all of them on this thing anyway. The club one, it is weak to nothing. It's at 100% for the club version of the cards. The diamond version, which we find last in this level, it's weak to lightning at 250%, but same weapon effectiveness. They don't have any drops to speak of. The heart enemy, its weakness is chill at 300%. I think Joker's the only one that drops probably items. The spade enemy drops nothing either, but is weak to cyclone at 300%. But yeah, all the other weapon effectiveness is the exact same here. I start using Monica more often because she's my strongest character right now. I think she's got like 230 attack or something like that. So, but yeah, off screen, I've already done this in between the episodes already by the time I record this. But yeah, I've basically been making poison wrenches and buying wildcats and basically using switching to max and then just beefing those up to level 5, spectrumizing them into my new weapon so I can get a pretty decent chunk of attack and everything else. Most of the in-game weapons I've got, they all can go up to 500 attack, and I think 250. Some of them can go up to 300 on all the elements and weapon and like weapon elements and physical elements. But the attack is the one that can go the highest. Although I don't even know I'll need to go that high by the end of the game. I don't think I'll go make my weapons max by that point, but I will get them as decent as I can, so that way the final boss doesn't take me very long. Yeah, you can see I'm doing decent damage. It's almost more effective now for me to just get out of the ride pod, because unfortunately at this point the ride pod's power does stagnate, and there's only so much more I can do with it. But with my characters, now that I've got their final weapons, I can just max them out at 500 attack. by that point. The only problem with it is it takes a while for attack to build up because you only get one per level, and then every time you spectrumize a weapon, it only gives you like a quarter of what the attack power of the weapon is. So it doesn't, like a lot of the other elements give you like half of whatever the element is on the weapon when it spectrumizes it, but attack is different. It only does that as a quarter. And durable, you max out durable easily on a weapon because it maxes out 99 or whatever. Anyway, we find the level here, and I think not too far off. We're about to find the next bosses. Oh yeah, and I skipped the next level, the Hell Ward 1, which the Sveta price for that is Witch Parfait, which I do that off screen. But you can use Max's gun, which actually is not too difficult to do at this point. But yeah, it's got Iron Spear, R Jokers, Thunder Drakes, and King Mimics, which we've already fought in all those, so I decided to skip that. I originally recorded it, and then after the fact, I was like, oh wait, I already fought a Thunder Drake. I can skip that one. So anyway, we go to Dead End 2, which is another boss battle. Now this boss battle is really annoying because of like how the targeting in this game works. Because the targeting is kind of wonky in this game. I like this game, but yeah, the Exploding Skeletal Dude. Yeah, what a name that is. I think their technical name are Red Jackets when it comes to the stats in the game, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I'm looking that up while I can see. Yeah, I just, for a while I blast them. I'm trying to weaken them, but at some point I'm just like, you know, this is going to take for freaking ever, so I'm going to just, see. Okay, Rare Jackets are the technical names. Rare Jackets, Red Jackets. But yeah, the way the targeting is, like you see here right now, I keep trying to target the guy right next to me, but the game keeps trying to target the farthest guy from me, so I can't target him. So I have to basically I have to loose attack him. As you can see, I'm not like, when I go into combos, I go straight forward, so I can't hit that guy. So I have to be careful to block and hit because he does a decent amount of damage to me. But anyway, Rare Jackets, their total, their HP totals for each one is 15,000 HP. That might be total for the whole group in general. But anyway, their attack power is 180%, defense 115, 500 ABS drop total, 80 Gilda. They can drop minions, flame crystals, or fire elements. I don't even think I get them to drop anything, to tell you the truth. But anyway, wrench is effective at 120%, sword 100, gun 50%, beam, grenade 70%, magic 50%, ride pod 100%. Magic effectiveness, smash works well at 150%. So I probably could have used Max for this because he has a better smash skill than Monica does, but Monica has a bit more attack power, so I use her instead. I try to switch out between the two characters. Yeah, I wouldn't say this fight's too difficult, mainly because you can easily isolate the skeletons. It can be a lot more dangerous if you just run guns a-blazing into the level, because then you're fighting, you know, yeah, I throw this guy around a bunch of times to try and isolate him or try to get the targeting on him, but it doesn't work. So yeah, this fight, because of the way the game's programmed, is kind of buggy, so it's really annoying to fight him. So the only time I get to target him is when I actually fight that specific Rare Jacket by that point. Oh, I guess I did get a steal out of one of the guys. Sometimes I don't pay attention when I'm fighting, when I'm just doing the initial recording, so I don't. And when I go post-commentary, it's a little bit whiles afterwards when I'm editing each little area. So I don't know if you guys like this little trial for that, but I didn't want this to take like 100 episodes, and it is a little bit harder to record this than it was in the Dark Cloud 1, because Dark Cloud 1, it was like the first every 10 floors was the same enemy, so I could easily just post commentary and just zip through all these floors. But technically, this area has some unique enemies, so I just wanted to show those off. But I wanted to get through this as relatively quickly as I can, because the final dungeon, like I said, is not really that interesting. I mean, I don't want to knock the game. It is post-game stuff. It gives you a little extra, but it's really nothing like much different. Just harder enemies, really. And you could say the same thing with everything in this game. Yeah, I've healed quite a few times. I need to remind myself to buy more premium meats by the time I try to start using stamina drinks more often, because I used them a lot in the first game, but in this game I didn't use them as much. I don't know why. I think it's just because like a lot of the boss encounters didn't really require me to use drinks, and I was usually strong enough either with Steve or something else that it didn't really come up. But here I do kind of, well, I guess I don't have to use them. I just use it to like reduce my damage and do a little bit more extra damage against these Rare Jackets here. Yeah, I try to see if I can tag the other one, but then I just decided to go after the one that had been tagged the whole time. So, and then really the only reason to do these areas is to get the treasures. You could skip all these. The only one you have to do is the third dead end one, which I'll show in the next episode, because that actually gets you an item that gets you to the final boss of the Zelmite Mines. Spoilers are going to be a boss at the end of this whole thing. It'll be a nice little treat when we get to it as well. So, nice little callback, if you know what I mean. I don't want to say it till we actually get to it. A few callbacks in this bonus dungeon. Interesting enough, when I played, I think I said this last episode, when I played this game and I beat it, I never went back and did the Zelmite Mines. I just kind of beat the game and that was it. I mean, I'm glad I went through this, but like I said, there's really not much that this bonus area really adds to it that shows any interest to me anyway. So, but yeah, I was just trying to make this, for those who maybe don't like me going through the randomized dungeons all the time, I wanted to make this a little bit more efficient. But anyway, we beat the rare jackets, get 2 new treasures like before. In one of the chests, we get a healing or absorption coin, sorry. And then we also get a sunstone, or moonstone, sorry. But anyway, that's it for this section of it. So in the next episode of Dark Cloud 2, we're going to go through the next set of levels as far as I can, and then we'll do the final section of levels. So, but what awaits us inside the mine itself? Will we be laughing with hilarity at who we find inside, and find the new face that they've got? And yeah, you can see the path I'm going to take. I'm going to off-screen unlock the other path on that room there, and then go on through the Zelmite Mines. So let's dive deep down. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.